Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I am going to be doing a recommendations of all of the things that I love from Priceline. As you guys probably would have seen by now, Priceline is having a massive 40% off sale. It is including the Black Friday sales as well. So the sale will be running for 4 days. So that is from Thursday all the way up until Sunday. So you can go in there and you can get a massive bunch of discounts on makeup, some skincare. I think they're including some perfumes as well. I know definitely that the makeup is going to be 50% off, so you will be able to go in there and pick up a whole heap of discounted products. They do this sale, I think it's twice a year, so they're doing it at a really good time at the moment. I'm sure there's going to be sales everywhere happening, so I really wanted to jump on and film a video of just all of the things that I recommend and things that I love from Priceline. I have literally this huge basket. I wanted to limit myself and not have too many things, but I ended up with this huge thing. I have so many drugstore items that I love, so yeah, I just wanted to jump on and share them with you guys. So if you are interested to see what the products are that I love from Priceline, or if you're interested in finding out some new products to try, then just keep watching. So I have just jumped onto one of the Priceline Instagram pages. This is the one from the Ponds. So they've just put up some information about the sale that's going to be happening. So it's going to be half price on cosmetics, half price on face masks, half price on face wipes, half price on Manicare and Ardell, 40% off Neutrogena and Andalou. I've never heard of that brand, but hopefully that's how I pronounce it. 40% off cosmetic bag sets as well, so that'll be really good for Christmas gifts. 30% off Napoleon Purtis, Natio and NYX, 30% off Real Techniques, 30% off Face Halo, plus so much more. You can also go in and meet some of their beauty advisors and skincare specialists that they have in there as well, so I think that's pretty cool. I think this is the perfect time of year for them to be doing like all of the sales, especially coming so close to Christmas. I know 100% that I will be doing my Christmas shopping this weekend at all of the big Westfields and whatever, because it's going to be the easiest way to get everything on sale before Christmas and not have to pay full price for it. So I am going to start in order of just face products. So I'm going to start with primer, foundation, concealer, setting powder, etc. So the first thing that I'm going to talk about is some of the primers that I love. So the first primer that I have here is the Maybelline Master Prime Hydrate and Smooth Primer. I have literally nearly used up the whole entire one of this primer. I have really dry skin, so this is perfect to use as a base before I go in with my foundation. I really enjoy using this. It's kind of feels more like a moisturizer than like, it's not silicone or anything like that, so it does feel very hydrating and moisturizing. So yeah, I have a backup of this already, but if I didn't, I would definitely be repurchasing one of these because it is a really great primer, especially from the drugstore, super inexpensive, and if you have dry skin, you'll really enjoy this one. Another primer that I really enjoy is the NYX Angel Veil Primer. This one, the consistency of it kind of reminds me of the Hourglass, I don't know what it's called, but it's like in the small little tube. It's like the white primer. I honestly cannot think of the name. I will list it on the screen if I remember what it's called, but the consistency of this kind of reminds me of that primer. I really enjoy this one as well. It kind of gives that really nice glow from within and just creates a really nice base before you go in with your foundation. So e.l.f. has recently landed in Priceline, which is super exciting. So the next primer I have is the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. This was the absolute rave on the internet when this first came out, especially when Jeffree Star did his review. It is very similar to the Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer, which I also really love, but it is super expensive. So this is a really great alternative. It is a great product, creates a really nice base for your makeup, fills in all the pores, and just makes my makeup last longer. So I mean, for the price difference, I will definitely be repurchasing this over this because this is super expensive, but you can pick this up in Priceline. You can also get it in Kmart as well. I think it retails for about $16, so it is a lot more expensive here than it is in the US, but it is a great product. Moving on to foundations, my absolute favorite foundation from the drugstore as of the last few months is the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Foundation. This is also available now in Priceline, in-store and online, which is so awesome. This foundation is super inexpensive. I always get compliments on this when I wear it. It is super long lasting. It does come in a hydrating version and a matte foundation version as well. This is the matte one. I have dry skin and this works great for me. It does come with this really big doe foot applicator, so it is super easy to just whack onto your face. You don't have to get your hands or anything messy, and I love using a beauty blender to blend this one out. I have this in several colors. This is almost empty, so I am going to be using my backup that I have already repurchased, but this is a really great foundation. I literally am obsessed, and it's my go-to foundation, especially for work. I pretty much use this Monday to Friday, and then if I fake tan for the weekends as well, I will use the tan version that I have of this. But yeah, a really great foundation. Would definitely recommend getting your hands on this one. Another two foundations that I absolutely love from the drugstore as well are the Maybelline Fit Me foundations. So I have the dewy smooth one and the matte and poreless as well. I enjoy both of these. This one I find doesn't have as much coverage for me as the matte one does, but they are both really good foundations. I find that if I use the dewy one in the more of like the darker colors for when I'm fake tan, I get better coverage, but the matte and poreless is one of my favorite foundations as well. I love using this for all occasions because it really does hold up, and if I want it to be a bit more full coverage for the weekends, I will just add in a pump of another foundation and mix it together. But this on its own I really do enjoy as well. They both last really long on me as well. I have dry skin, as I said before, and both of these work for me. So these are pretty inexpensive and they last for ages, so if you can get your hands on them, would definitely recommend picking these up as well. Another foundation that I have recently been trying out and enjoying is the new Maybelline Dream Urban Cover Full Coverage Lightweight Protective Makeup. This does have SPF 40 in it, which is great. So it does come with sunscreen in the foundation, which will help to protect your skin, of course. It does say broad spectrum and anti-pollution, and this is in the lightest shade that it comes in. I did pick it up in the tan shade once I had tried this one out because I really enjoyed it. But lightweight on the skin as well, so it doesn't feel like you're wearing a whole ton of makeup, but does also have a really nice amount of coverage to it as well. Moving on to concealers, one of my favorites from the drugstore is the Maybelline Fit Me concealer. This is in the shade 15. I have gone through countless tubes of this concealer. It has a really nice hydrating feel to it. It doesn't crease on me and give me any kind of cakiness, so I really enjoy this one. Definitely gives me dupe vibes for the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, so this is a really good dupe for that. Super inexpensive, and I really enjoy this one as well. Another concealer that I really enjoy is the Makeup Revolution Super Size Conceal and Define concealer. This is actually a match with the foundation, so these go really well together. As you can see, this is just a smaller version than the foundation, but this did come in a smaller version before, but they've recently brought out the jumbo version. Again, this comes with a really nice doe foot applicator on it as well. This is a really nice concealer. It is super full coverage, blends out great, has a really good shade range for concealers as well. This also, I believe, does come in a hydrating version as well, which is great, but this works perfectly for me and gives me all the coverage that I want, and for the price of it, it is such a steal. This is in the shade C1. I believe this is the second lightest, maybe the first, possibly the second lightest shade in the range, and that goes perfectly with the foundation, which is also in F1, which is the second lightest shade that they have in that as well. Moving on to setting powder, the one that I like to use to set under my eyes from the drugstore, which I have found to be probably the best one that they have, is the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder. This is in the shade 05 Fair Clear, so the same as the concealer that I use. I really enjoy this setting powder. Actually, it has a really nice amount of coverage. This shade is really good if you are fair as well. I don't have any issues with this, but this is probably the only powder from Priceline that I have been able to find to use good for setting under the eye, for concealer and things like that. I do have a few face powders that I like, but for the under eye area, this is probably my favorite. And then my favorite powder to set my face with is the Australis Fresh and I cannot speak today. Australis Fresh and Flawless Pressed Powder. I have gone through so many of these. As you can see, I've pretty much nearly used up all of this. I've hit pan in the middle. I usually go between the shades light beige and natural when I'm losing a bit of my tan, and then I use light beige any other time. Perfect for fair skin as well. This is great to set your whole entire face. And another powder that I love, which is also really inexpensive, is the Savvy Natural Finish Pressed Powder. I use this more so when I'm fake tanned. I have mine in the shade Sand Beige, so this is what this one looks like. This is probably one of my best color matching powders that I have from the drugstore to set my face with. Moving on to eyebrows, I do have this little Essence eyebrow eyebrow stylist kit. So this is what this one looks like. I mainly use the shade on this side as it's light enough for my brows. I don't have dark features, so using the other side would be a little bit funny on me. I don't really do too much to my eyebrows. I'm not too fussy on how they look. They pretty much, I just fill in the gaps and add a little bit of color to them once I've done my full face, so I'm not too fussy on them. This was super inexpensive, so I love using this to fill in my eyebrows. Then to set my eyebrows, I really enjoy the L'Oreal Brow Artist Plumper. This is just the clear version of this one, so it just comes with like a little spoolie applicator. I've had this forever. It does the job, and super inexpensive as well. Moving on to mascara, my absolute favorite from Priceline is definitely the Maybelline Lash Sensational mascara. This is the waterproof one. So this has a really cool wand on it. I don't really know if you guys can see, but this gets right to the bottom of my lashes. It never transfers. It's so easy to get off. It's not a waterproof mascara that like sticks to your lashes and it takes it forever to get off. It doesn't require a lot of rubbing, which is great, but it also doesn't transfer under my eyes during the day either, which is my number one pet hate when it comes to mascara, is ones that like leak everywhere under your eyes. I've gone through about 2 or 3 of these in the waterproof one, and I will continue to go back to it because it is a great mascara. Another mascara that I also really enjoy, which is super inexpensive, is the Essence Volume Stylist 18-Hour Curl and Hold Mascara. So this one comes in a really cute packaging. I absolutely love the bottle, or the tube, sorry, that this comes in. But this has a really great wand on it as well, as you guys can hopefully be able to tell in that. But again, this really coats my lashes nicely. I don't find it to be clumping at all, and it's just, yeah, a really good mascara for the price that it is, and it also doesn't transfer on me either, which I love. This isn't even waterproof, I don't think. No, it's not even waterproof, and it does a really good job of staying on my lashes. Moving on to bronzers, my favorite one from the drugstore is definitely the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. Every time I open this, all I can smell is just a coconut tropical holiday. I love this. I love the packaging of it as well. It applies really nicely to the skin, has a really good color payoff as well. This is the lighter shade of the bronzers. I'm pretty sure there's a darker one as well. They have released a few more colors lately, but yeah, really good bronzer, has a really nice color payoff, and is great for fair skin as well. Another bronzer, which is actually new to Priceline, I'm pretty sure, and it is the L'Oreal La Terra Sun Powder Face and Body bronzer. This is what it looks like. The pan on this one is literally massive. This is in the shade 01 as well, so this is the lighter one as well. Really good for fair skin, has a really nice amount of color payoff that I find, and it doesn't look funny on my skin either. And yeah, super inexpensive for this one as well. You can normally get this one pretty cheap when it's on sale. Something else which is also new to Priceline is the Balm Cosmetics. So this is in the shade Frat Boy. This is a really nice color. It's kind of like a pink peachy kind of color. It has a really nice color payoff to it. I really enjoy this one. And some other really inexpensive blushes from Priceline as well are the Essence Matte Touch blushes and the Satin Touch blush. So this is what these ones look like. Again, really nice colors that they have. This one is in the shade Peach Me Up, and then this one is in Satin Love. I love both of these. I have these in quite a few shades. They have a really nice color payoff as well, but these are definitely my favorite. My favorite highlighter that you can now get in Priceline as well. Before, I didn't really have too many highlighters that I leaned towards to get. A lot of them were more of the higher end highlighters, just because there wasn't too many options. I do have one that I really enjoyed, which is from, I think it's called Model's Own, but then they discontinued that in Priceline, so then I didn't really have anything else that I was really drawn to. But the Mary Lou highlighter from the Balm is like, it's an OG highlighter. I know so many people that really enjoy this. This is the shade, this is what it looks like on the inside. I have had this forever. I still haven't hit pan, but it is a blinding highlight, and yeah, if you have fair skin as well, this is a really good one. It doesn't come up too yellow or anything like that. It is a stunning highlight. Highlighting palette that I like is from NYX. This one is the Strobe Genius palette. These are the shades that it comes with. I really enjoy this one here and the one on this end as well. They have a really good color payoff to them. This palette is a little bit on the more expensive side. I think it's about $30. You do get quite a few shades, but because I can only really use these two here, but on sale, and yeah, you can't really complain, right? Jumping back into blushes, I nearly forgot to mention this one. This is the NYX Sweet Cheeks blush palette. So these have some really pretty shades in it as well. These two here especially, and this peach one and the more like bronzy shade here, are some of my favorites. Again, they have a really good color payoff to them as well. This is more on the expensive side, but you do get quite a lot of product in it as well. An eyeshadow primer that I absolutely love from Priceline, again, which is also really inexpensive, is the Essence I Love Stage eyeshadow base. This was brought out and then they discontinued it and then they brought it back out again, and I'm so happy because this is literally my favorite. It really colors any discoloration that you have on your eyelids, if you have veins and things like that. This does a really good job of covering all them up. I think this is about $5 and it's just, yeah, it is one of my absolute favorites. I originally started using this because I had seen Crystal Conti talking about it on her channel, and she used to love it, so I went and bought it to try it out, and I've literally been obsessed ever since. I think this was probably about 2 years ago I started purchasing this, and yeah, I won't go back. It's such a good product. Favorite eyeshadow palette from Priceline would definitely have to be this Makeup Revolution one. This is the Emily Edits The Wants palette. How stunning is the packaging on this? I love the color of the palette, and then you also get all of these eyeshadows in it as well. So you have your neutrals, you have colors, you have shimmer. It is a really beautiful palette. I'm literally obsessed with this. Again, there wasn't really too many options of eyeshadows from Priceline that I was really drawn to, but once this was available, I was so excited. I did see this come out on the Makeup Revolution website, but then they did release it in Priceline, which is so exciting. And then two shimmers that I just wanted to give a quick shout out to are the Australis Metallics eyeshadows. These are the two that I have. Hopefully that will focus. I have this one in the shade Pearl Jammer, which is like a rose gold kind of color, and then we have this one over here, which is Guns N' Roses, which is more of like a gold kind of color. But these are like super like soft to touch, but they do have a really stunning color payoff as well. Now, I'm not too sure if these are on sale, but just in case they are, I wanted to give a quick mention to them as well. So these are just some lashes. These are the Kiss Blowout Lash in the style Pompadour. These are my favorite lashes, like drugstore and high-end. These are my absolute favorite. You can get a 4-pack of them as well. They're really not that expensive. I think these are about $25 for all 4 of these lashes, and they are just, I don't know what it is, they have a really nice look to them. You can wear them nighttime, you can wear them daytime, and they just like suit everyone. I've used these on some of my friends and clients, and yeah, they look stunning on everyone. Moving on to some lip products that I have, I just wanted to quickly touch on a few that I really enjoy. So my 3 top liners from Priceline are definitely the, what is the name of this? This is by Rimmel. This is the Exaggerate Full Color Lip Liner. So this is just a retractable liner. This is just a nude shade that they have. I'm pretty sure this is in 018 Addiction, so I really love that one. Then we have one from Maybelline, the Color Sensational Shaping Lip Liner in the shade 105 Nude Whisper. If you guys are fair and you're struggling to find a nude lip liner and lipstick, this is my absolute favorite from the drugstore. This paired with Poker Face by Mecca Max is my favorite nude lip combo. And then I also have a Savvy liner here as well, which is in the shade Rose, which is also a really nice nude color as well. This one's closed. I already have one open at the moment, but yeah, this is a really good, super inexpensive lip liner. And then just some lipsticks that I wanted to let you guys know about as well. My favorite from Maybelline, which is this one here, is a really nice nude color as well. Jaclyn Hill was raving on about this, so I picked this one up, and it is a stunning color. This is in the shade Baddest Beige from Maybelline. This is in one of their new ranges that they have. I also really love these two from Maybelline as well. I believe these are from different collections, but we have one in, which is a matte lipstick in Peach Buff. So this is the color of this one. It's just a really nice nude lipstick. And then we also have one in Pink Fling. Again, a really nice pink nude lipstick as well. Maybelline does create some really nice lipsticks, so I would definitely recommend checking those ones out. And then from Revlon, I have a Ultra HD matte lip color. This is one of my favorite liquid lipsticks they have as well. So hopefully you guys can see that. It's just like a nude kind of color. I really enjoy the smell of this. Oh, it just smells like very vanilla-y. It's really nice. But yeah, that's a really nice lipstick as well. And then last but not least, my favorite setting powder that you guys would have heard me talk about so many times on my channel, and that is the Maybelline Master Fix Wear Boosting Setting Spray. This is my favorite. This is my go-to. I will always recommend this setting spray. It just sets my makeup in so nicely. It keeps it locked in, doesn't dry my skin out. It's just like 10 out of 10. Absolutely love this stuff. This one's nearly empty as well, so I'm gonna need to go and buy another one of these. Okay guys, so that brings today's video to an end. Hopefully you found some new products that you want to try from Priceline. If you do have any recommendations for me that you guys have tried that I haven't mentioned in this video, feel free to leave them below. I'm always looking for new makeup to try. You guys know how much I love it. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and also go over and follow me on my Instagram, which I will leave on the screen for you guys as well. And yeah, hopefully you enjoyed today's video, and I will see you all in my next one.